Hi, I'm Mrs. Lawrence and I'm one of the teachers at UP Primary. Today I'll be working with you on RW2 Unit 13, Exercise 2. Before we start, there's just a couple things you're going to need to grab. First, you're going to need to make sure you're working in a quiet place, somewhere where you're not going to be distracted by anything around you. The next thing you're going to need to grab is that page 2, exercise 2, or decoding page 2 for Unit 13. Then the last thing that you're going to need today is the homework that goes with this exercise. So it should say Unit 13, Homework 2. If you don't have those things, go ahead and go grab what you need real quick after you pause the video, then come back, click play, and we'll begin. Great, let's go ahead and get started. Let's start with some sound cards. Are you ready? Here we go. Remember that new sound we learned the last time? This word says oi, like boy. Good. Ready? Ah, as in astronaut. S, like circle. F, like phone. Oi, as in point. O, like boat. Oo, for crew. J, like as in giraffe. E, as in bread. Oo, like flute. Ah, like paw. J, like page. S, like as in center. O, like snow. Oo, like blue. J, like badge. And N for knee. Great job. Let's go ahead and look at our exercise, page 2. Let's start at the top with some shifty word blending. Remember, read the underlined sound first, then read the word. Are you ready? Here we go. Ready? Read. Silk. Next word. Sick. Next word. Stick. Next word. Sticky. Last one. Icky. Can you try those ones on your own? Ready? Read. Silk. Sick. Stick. Sticky. Icky. Great job. Come down here and find the box that says mixed practice. Again, we're going to read the underlined part first, then we're going to read the word. Ready? Read. Steel. Threads. Oil. Trap. Fangs. Stays. Stretch. Dry. Saves. Are you ready to try those on your own? All right. Ready? Read. Steel. Threads. Oil. Trap. Fangs. Stays. Stretch. Dry. Saves. Good job. Come over to this next box. This box says related words. That means all of these words are going to have that first word in it. They're all going to have spin, and then they're just going to add a different ending to each new word on there. So the first word says spin. Look at the next word. Read it with me. Ready? Read. Spinning. Good. Next word. Ready? Read. Spinners. Good. Next word. Ready? Read. Spinneret. Did you notice the word spin in all those words? Why don't you try it? Ready? Read. Spin. Spinning. Spinners. Spinneret. Good. Look down at the bottom. Do you remember what a compound word is? Did you say two smaller words that are put together as one word? If you did, then you're absolutely right. So let's look at the first word. This first word says spider web. So they've taken the word spider and the word web to make spider web. Look at the next word. This word says themselves. So they've taken the word them and selves to make the word themselves. Last word. Ready? Read. Dragline. They took the words drag and line to make the word dragline. Could you read those ones? Ready? Read. Spiderweb. Themselves. Dragline. Great job. Come over to these next words, this next column. They're breaking up these words into syllables. So if you ever had trouble, you could read the first part of the word, then the next part of the word. So let's do it like that. Let's read the first part, and then the next part, and then we'll read the word. Are you ready? Here we go. Reasons. Reasons. Good. I wanted to know why we couldn't use the computer. I wanted to know the reasons. Look at the next word. Let's sound it out. Ready? Read. Provides. Provides. A house provides shelter. Good. Let's look at the next one. Here we go. Follows. Follows. My dog goes everywhere I go, so he follows me all over. Next word. Ready? Read. Entire. Entire. I read the whole book. I read the entire thing. So let's go through and read them one more time. You read them and I'll say them right after you. Ready? Read. Reasons. Provides. Follows. Entire. Good job. Go over to the next box. Here we have some word endings. So if you look at these words really quick, you'll notice that the first word might look a little different from the next word. They may have changed a letter or substituted it for something else before they added an ending. Let's look at the first two. The first word says fly. The next word says flies. Do you notice what they did? You're right. They changed the Y to an I before they added that ES ending. Look at the next word. That word says scurry. Look what they did. Do you see? Yep, they changed the Y to an I before they added that ES ending, just like in the word flies. Look at the last word. This first word says locate. Look carefully at the next word. It says located. If I would have kept that E and added the ED ending, I would have had EED. So instead, before they added the ed ending, they got rid of that first original E, then added the ending. Try reading those on your own. Ready? Read. Fly, flies, scurry, scurries, locate, located. Great job. Tricky words. Look at these tricky words. Take just a second and try to see if you can figure these out on your own. Give them a quick look over and then we'll start. Okay. Let's look at this first word. It has a B at the end of it, and it's not crossed out, but see if you hear it when I say it. Climb. Did you hear the B? No, I don't usually hear the B sound at the end. Climb. The hike up the mountain was a long climb. Good job. The next word. This next word says usually. On most days, Juanita gets up at 6, so that means she usually gets up at 6. Look at the next one. The next word is pushes. When Mom goes to the market, she gets a shopping cart and pushes it along with her. Excuse me. Great. Last word, wonder. Jeffrey looked at the falling star with wonder. Let's say those words 2 times each. You say them first, and then I'll say them after you. Ready? Read. Climb. Usually. Pushes. Wonder. Good job. Down here at the bottom, we have some more words that are broken up into syllables today, so those multisyllabic words. Let's read the first part nice and slow and then put it together. Are you ready? Here we go. Thickness. That word says thickness. The wood was an inch thick. That was its thickness. Next word. Insects. Insects. Flies are insects. Row B. Ready? Read. Hard ends. Hardens. When clay dries, it hardens. Next word. Hungry. Hungry. My stomach was growling because I was hungry. Row C. This one has 3 syllables in it. Let's read it. Abdomen. Abdomen. Spiders have 2 body parts. They have a head and an abdomen. Last one. Ready? Read. Stronger. Mom always tells me to eat well, so I will get stronger. Try these ones on your own. Ready? Read. Thickness. Insects. Hardens. Hungry. Abdomen. Stronger. Great job. This last part at the bottom, we're going to work on some more suffixes and prefixes. Let's first focus on this new suffix. This one right here that says O-U-S. That says us. Let's use it in some words. So read the underlined part first, then we'll read the word. Ready? Read. Us. Enormous. Next word. Us. Dangerous. Last one. Us. Poisonous. Good. Those all came at the end of our word, so that would be a suffix at the end. Let's try it. You try it by yourself this time. Remember, you're saying us. Let's just start at the first word. Read the word, and then I'll say it. Ready? Read. enormous, dangerous, poisonous. Good job. Last part, we've got kind of a mix here of prefixes and suffixes in this one. Row B. Underline part first. Ready, read. Shun, protection. Next word. Rebuild. Next word. Probably. Last one. Before. Great job. That's it for that page today. Go ahead and take out your homework that I asked you to grab. And what I would like you to do is I'd like you to read this as many times as you can to yourself, hopefully to somebody in your family, get that out loud reading practice. And while you're reading today, a couple things I want you to remember. Number one, remember that this is a nonfiction story. That means that the things that you're learning in this story are actually true. They're facts. The other thing I wanted to remind you about is you're going to come to some different parts in your story today, and you might have a little bit, you will find a heading, and at the heading, what that heading will tell you, is it'll really kind of give you an idea about what you're about to read. The last thing I want to talk about today is those questions. You have questions at the bottom of each of your pages. When you look at the question, if you can't remember what the answer is, don't forget, you can always go back into your story. You could take a pencil, you could underline it, or if you had a highlighter or even like a yellow crayon or a light colored crayon, you could try to find that answer and highlight it, underline it, circle it. Use that story to help you answer those questions. That's all we have for today. So don't forget to do your homework. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.